Pagpapanatili ng relasyon sa panahon ng pandemya, yan ang pag-uusapan natin ngayon kasama ang veteran life coach na si Eric Cruz. At pwede rin kayong sumali sa ating talakayan. I-post ang inyong mga tanong o komento sa ating Facebook Live. Magandang hapon, Mr. Cruz.
Ay, magandang hapon, Ruth. Magandang hapon sa lahat ng nanonood.
Okay, pakikwento muna sa amin. Ano ba yung nakikita niyong karaniwang hamon na kinakaharap ng isang relasyon ngayong may COVID-19 pandemic? Maybe we can talk about yung mismong sa pamilya and then yung sa couples or marriage or otherwise.
Ayan, so ngayong pandemic, dahil lalo na sa Pilipinas, medyo extended ang ating physical distancing at saka ang ating quarantine protocols. So maraming pressure ngayon ang mabubuo sa mga pamilya dahil magkakasama sila sa isang bahay over an extended period of time. So yung pressure and stress of being in the same space, doing everything from work to rest and to all other family affairs, nasa isang lugar na lang. So tumataas ngayon yung stress dahil dyan. So expected na maraming kaso na domestic violence ang tumataas, kinakatakot ng maraming tao. But also at the same time, mga failures in relationships. Yung sa ibang bansa, sa China, tumataas ang kaso ng divorce dahil dito.
So anong explanation for that? I was looking at yung merong isang survey na nilabas yung CNN International, no. Although this is sa US ang sinasabi 30% ang sinurvey nila had a decline in their romantic lives, tapos 23% naman their relationships were better. So paano yung dito sa atin sa Pilipinas? Anong nakikita nyong trend?
Yeah, ang trend dito sa Pilipinas, hirap yung mga tao. Marami nang nagsasabi na gumagamit sila ng mental health hotlines. So maraming tao na ngayon ang mas nagfo-focus din sa mental health dahil marami na yung pressures sa kanila how to handle not just their finances but also their relationships. We have to understand that the pandemic is not an ordinary circumstance. So talaga naman ang response din ng mga tao dahil ito ay hindi pangkaraniwan ay hindi sila sanay, hindi pa nila alam how to navigate through this new reality, this new normal. And so they're trying to access now a lot of professional help through mental health awareness programs and hotlines. So however, of course, it's not sufficient dahil marami pa rin ang hindi nakaka-access sa mga ganitong bagay.
Pero isa dyan, una muna, yung trabaho kasi dinadala sa opisina at ngayon nga nag-start naman yung pasukan para sa mga bata, 'di ba? So yung education naman may pressure din 'yan sa parents. So anong naging effect naman din 'yan, Eric?
Yan po. So napakalaki ng burdens kasi dati ang traditional family roles lang ay lalo na kapag traditional setup, ang tatay ay kailangan magdala ng pera, ang nanay mag-alaga sa mga bata. Pero dahil magkakasama kayo sa isang lugar ngayon, sa isang bahay, naghahalo-halo ngayon yung mga responsibility ninyo. So at the same time, yung personal space na dati ay ginagamit lang for rest, so that we can recover from a full day of work, ngayon na-encroach na rin siya ng ating professional life. So yung boundaries between our professional life, which is often perceived as stressful, nag-encroach na rin siya or pumasok na rin siya dun sa space natin where we're supposed to be, we feel safe, we feel energized. So nagbo-blur yung lines. At dahil dyan, nagbo-blur na rin yung responsibility. So imagine mo ang isang tatay nagtatrabaho, work from home setup, and then yung mga anak niya nandyan din at the same time. Tapos at the same time, kailangan niya maging teacher sa mga anak niya dahil yung mga bata ngayon ay online schooling. So binabalanse ngayon ng mga matatanda ng adults yung iba't ibang responsibilities, not just in terms of their professional life, but more importantly in terms of their family life. Dahil mas matagal silang magkakasama, mas nakikita ngayon yung mga paano nga ba yung quality ng relationship na meron sila.
So unahin natin, anong pwedeng gawin muna nitong mga pamilya na mas matagal magkakasama ngayon and then yun na nga, nandun yung work, nandun yung pag-aaral ng mga bata?
Ayan. So, ang normally sinasuggest dyan is to set routines. Dati kasi minamap out natin yung career life natin, yung professional life natin, even our finances are already mapped out. As a matter of fact, ngayon, pati how to safeguard our well-being, may mga plano tayo. Pero ang karaniwang problema, yung mga pamilya, wala silang plano how to handle their relationships. So, ngayon na pinapayo namin ay magkaroon ng more intentional relationships or intentional connections between the families. How do we do that? So first is to establish routines. Routines that will provide space for everyone to be mindful, to take a pause, to take a break, and to just breathe. Itong mga routines na to pwedeng siguro sa umpisa, sa umaga, give everyone about 10 minutes of alone time or maybe sa gabi. And we respect that time para we understand that the personal space ngayon nawawala na rin siya dahil magkakasama, mas matagal. So, importante na meron tayong personal time. Pangalawa, sinasabi na yung connection now is more meaningful kasi hindi na lang siya dahil magkasama kayo. So, magkakasama nga kayo pero hawak nyo naman cellphone, iba-iba yung ginagawa ninyo. So, mas maganda that you set aside time for shared experiences. Kumbaga, pwede kayong maglaro together or bonding activities like for example, tending to the plants. Ngayon, usong-uso ngayon ng mga plantito at plantita. So, meaningful experiences, meaningful shared experiences, but at the same time also honoring our personal space if necessary.
May tanong dito si Jolly Calixtro, sabi niya, what interventions can be done to address situations in a stressful family setup? What can we do to address the issue? Medyo nagbanggit ka na nga ng iba, no? Pero siguro when it comes to interventions, okay ba yung halimbawa, sinabi mo, sabay na magpa-plans or for example, exercise or meditation, ganyan?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, group exercises, so or at the same family exercises. Meditation is also very helpful. It's mindfulness or purposeful pause to really be able to reflect and take it all in. I have to draw the line though for certain situations because sometimes it leads already to domestic violence. So for some people, they say na you don't make any important decisions within this time frame and things like that. But if it already reaches domestic violence or domestic abuse, it's already something else that it has to be stopped and all social support must be provided if it already happens. But before we even go there, siguro importante na we take a look at how we are in our relationships, how we are with each other, and have an intention. Ano ba yung gusto kong mangyari sa pamilya ko given this pandemic? What kind of relationship do I want to have with my family, especially now that the pandemic is providing us an opportunity to reevaluate and redefine what it means to be in our relationship.
Maganda yung sinabi ni Eric. No? Mamaya pag-usapan naman natin, ano yung maibibigay mong payo doon naman sa mga magkakamag-anak o yung mga magkakasintahan na hindi naman magkasama ngayong may COVID-19 crisis. Kasama pa rin natin ang veteran life coach na si Eric Cruz sa pagbabalik ng newsroom ngayon dito sa CNN Philippines. Usapang relasyon pa rin tayo sa panahon ng pandemya kasama ang veteran life coach na si Eric Cruz. Eric, dahil sa pandemic, marami din sa atin yung nahiwalay sa mga mahal natin sa buhay. Yung iba nasa probinsya, yung mga kaanak, yung iba naman kailangan mag-work, so nagsistay in sa trabaho, so hindi kasama yung mga kamag-anak. Ano naman ang mapapayo mo sa kanila?
Ayan, so sinasabi ko nga, lahat tayo ngayon in one way or another in an LDR, lockdown relationship. So sa relationship kasi, we need to start rethinking it as beyond the physical intimacy. Yung kailangan laging magkasama. So ngayon, we take a look at a shared space beyond the physical, meaning how much of ourselves do we show to the other and how much of the other do we accept? Kasi maraming bagay ngayon ang mga kailangan pagtuunan ng pansin. So sharing of time is a very important tool so that we can develop this relationship even further, lalo kung yung mga pamilya magkakalayo. So setting time to call, of course, there's technology. You can use video calls, Viber, or any other messaging apps that you can use. But it's not so much now about the length of time that we talk, but the quality of the conversations that we have in these kinds of situations. So of course, yes, connect. It's very important to connect using technology, but more importantly also to ask is anong klaseng relationship ba yung gusto kong magkaroon despite the physical distancing. So you can use it also as an opportunity to explore different kinds of applications or what's available using technology. Yung iba dyan, they attend concerts together, online concerts together, or they visit online museums together. And then for the others, of course, they enroll in classes. Sa tingin kong pinaka-challenge lang dyan yung mga may edad na hindi masyadong familiar with the technology. And kaya din mas importante din that we spend time with them kahit na malayo, to give them a call kasi mas mahirap para sa kanila to navigate in this new reality.
How about yung sinasabi mo kanina na like for example sa China na tumaas yung divorce naman. We don't have divorce here pero dito ba parang nakikita mo na may mga naghihiwalay even for marriages or even yung mga mag-boyfriend-girlfriend?
Maraming on the rocks ang relationship. Kumbaga, tinetest ngayon ang relationship. One of the causes why it happens is dati kasi kapag may problema tayo in our relationships, the tendency is to go out and to seek the support of other people through friends or our communities. Pero ngayon, hindi kasi siya posible. So we are forced to deal with certain issues in the family. And for others, they think that it's not going to be solved easily, or it's a compounding of previous problems in the relationship na ngayon hindi mo na matakasan. You cannot escape it. So people feel like they're trapped in these kinds of relationship. Well, as a matter of fact, you are not trapped in the relationship. We are just in a pandemic. So we are in a quarantine situation. We are physically distancing from each other. But how we navigate through the relationship is still a choice that we make every day. So the question is, what loving choice are you going to make for your relationship for that particular day? And it's an everyday choice that we make.
Yes, pero yung mga ganyan nga, yung parang medyo hindi maganda yung epekto sa kanila, anong pwede nilang dagdag na gawin? Would you recommend, yung kanina sinabi mo, yung pwede silang, yung online na manood ng concert together, di ba meron ding mga games, ano pa kaya ang pwede nilang gawin?
Ito yung sinasabi natin sa stage ng relationship na nandun ka sa discovery stage. So see it not like it's a strain. So it's a matter of also mindset or reframing how we look at relationships. So kung tinitignan mo siya na may problema, you can see it differently in a way na you see it as a discovery stage. Kumbaga parang ngayon kinikilala mo lang siya uli, na nag-unfold siya right before your eyes. Dati nung in love ka pa sa simula ng relationship, especially kung romantic, parang okay lang lahat okay lang, kahit may bago kang natutuklasan na hindi masyadong gusto. So you can also enter into that stage or initiate that stage again of discovering something new about the other person or whoever you are in a relationship with. Kahit na family ito, may mga bagay pa rin na pwede nating matuklasan tungkol sa isa't isa. So treat every situation, every shared experience as a discovery. Ano pa bang bago na matututunan ko tungkol sa taong to? At the question dyan is, ready ka bang i-accept yan? So again, let's realize na we're all in a pandemic and everyone is trying their best to navigate through this new reality no matter how difficult it is.
Eric, ang sinasabi
So let's give each other space.
Sinasabi nga nila dito, marami daw yung bago ngayon yung mga couples na nagtitiktok o kaya yung buong pamilya, di ba? Nagtitiktok sila. So isa daw nilang stress reliever, sabi ng mga tao dito sa studio. Isa pang question ko, yung mga, how about yung mga single naman, they resort to using dating apps? Would you recommend that? Or baka masyadong dangerous naman sa panahon ngayon na may COVID?
Ayan, so sinasabi nga nila, maraming nagsasabi this is the best time to use dating apps because there's no commitment to see each other in person. But then again, just like what I always say, when you use dating apps, you have to be very sure as to your intention. Are you there to just pass the time? And then, ang lagi kong sinasabi sa mga taong nakakausap ko for these kinds of relationships, you need to understand that this pandemic is an extraordinary circumstance. So, itong mga baka mamaya na-in-love ka lang kasi may nagbibigay sa'yo ng attention ngayon. So, you have to be very clear. Ano ba talagang gusto mong makuha out of these dating apps?
Okay, last na lang. Anong maipapayo mo sa mga pamilya and everyone para mas mapabuti talaga yung kanilang relationship kahit na napakahirap ditong panahon na meron tayong pandemya?
Yan. Of course, again, just like what I said a while ago, it's intentional connection. Ano ba ang gusto mong mangyari out of these relationships and saan mo to gusto dalhin, right? Magkaroon ng plano para doon. But also importantly, more importantly, is that we go back to the self-care. Kasi if we start taking care of ourselves, it will naturally trickle down into our relationships. So if we have a very good mental health, if we take care of ourselves and love ourselves a little bit more, then it will manifest also in our relationship. So give yourself some time, some space also to relax, to take a pause, to breathe, so that you can also give that space to other people, to whoever your relationship with. I say it's coming home to love. So now we are forced to home. No, it's a choice to come home to love, meaning that we know that we are loved and that no physical distancing can stop us and can limit us from the way we can love other people.
Ayun, ang ganda naman nun. Maraming salamat po sa inyong panahon, Veteran Life Coach Eric Cruz. At